Hello, my name is Ronald LeBlanc. I'm the HR Director for your auto shop here in Plano, Texas. I've held numerous HR Director jobs and I've been doing this for about 30 years. First thing I want to discuss is legal documentations for your state. In the state of Texas, you're required to have the Labor Department forms such as minimum wage, employee rights, E-Verify for rights, your W-9s where you need to be able to work in the state of Texas. There are also other things such as concealed weapon carry signs. Also, we have workman's comp paperwork, and in the state of Texas, it's a $35,000 fine for the initial fee for not having that documentation on hand. If you hire people, you need to have the documentation available for them to see. Also, for any sheet that's missing other than the basic setup is $1,000 per day. And the way the Labor Department is, they work that in a visitation, and then they come back in a couple of weeks to check. That's $1,000 a day for each form. And in Texas, they have at least 7 forms that you have to have. So that's $7,000 a day on top of the $35,000 for the initial fee. So these are very important that you take a look at it and that you get them, and they have to be visible to your employees. Next, we're going to move into the developed forms. The developed forms is forms that you're going to need to give to your employees for when they need time off or when there's things that you have going on at the shop, such as loaner cars. These are all documentations that are important that you have on hand for when things arise that you're going to need a form for. Next is the employee folder. Every employee should have a folder with their name on the top. And every employee folder should be organized in the same exact way. Some of the things you want to keep in the employees folder is their application. You want to keep their resume. You want to keep certifications. You want to keep their non-disclosure information if your company requires one. You want to keep their W-2s. Any documentation that they need to sign that you need to have proof of a signature. With all this in your folder, this makes it so that you will have everything you need in case you're ever audited by the Labor Department. Now that we've gone over the employee folder and the documentation that we need, now we need to go over the new hire orientation. In the new hire orientation, what we do is we go over this documentation that's in our folders. We want to make sure that our employees know exactly what they're signing and exactly what is expected of them. So what we will do is we will take and sit down and go over each documentation, and everything is listed in our employee handbook. We have an employee handbook set up for every employee, and in that employee handbook it tells their holidays, it tells them the hours they're working, it tells them about the non-disclosure. It goes into everything they need to know in this company when it comes to discipline, when it comes to even simple things like solicitation in the building. We want them to feel empowered and to understand what they are getting into when they come on board. By this, knowledge is power for our employees to use.